nonconformist. We, come from all these different backgrounds, and we have the same message basically when we sing. Everybody has their set responsibilities, from being, songwriters to, vocalists to instrumentalists. But everybody comes together separately and makes one sound. We're all from Cleveland, Ohio. Except for Pete, yeah, but he lives there now, so. And that's pretty much it. We're Mourning a BLKstar. That's where we are.
Moments against the wall, that struggle before the fall. We were meant to do so much. Blessed enemies scattered. There's a war going on. In our skin is the price. Ain't no slow, we're gonna slow down. The killing of black lives.
It's magic.
And
It's truly magic.
Everybody knows to stay in their lane. I mean, there's suggestions that we're open to everybody because there's so much respect here. But, from, vocal arrangements, that's kind of our situation. And they feed off of that, and the trumpets and the horns do what they do. And I have such trust. Even in situations where I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, it ends up being absolutely perfect and fantastic. And after a long period of time of being together, you start to have an inherent organic trust.
We also make space for each other to create. So, the vocalist may have an opinion or a suggestion for the horns, and we'll listen and take it. And the same thing for everyone else.
Or the drums.
Yeah.
When they leave, hot when they call. Say it's hot when they call. Cold when they leave, hot when they call. Instead of lonely.
Remaining true to ourselves. That's one of the things that people say they really enjoy about seeing us is when we're on stage, we're truly who we are, and we're open, and we're raw, and we're exposed. And so that shows in the emotion and in the music and how we present the music, flaws and all. We're there, and we're servicing what we are speaking about.
And I think us coming together, coming from all different backgrounds or cultural subcultures, I guess you would say, we represent what community could look like if we got it right, all of us, as far as, representation, which is important. There's a lack of representation of black music and black legends and icons coming together and being able to all honor one another equally, leaving ego outside of it. So I think that's another big piece for us that is very, very important.
Blood of our mothers, wound of our fathers, to utter a weapon. Yes, we're free, but not equal to a country still killing me, still killing me. Say yeah, say yeah, say yeah, say yeah.
I'm probably me and Dante have similar music tastes, but my favorites are Mike Patton as a vocalist and PJ Harvey as a vocalist.
Yeah, David Bowie, Prince, Parliament, Funkadelic. I grew up in that time frame, so those are my people. Stevie Wonder, Isley Brothers, all those people that kind of transcend what is supposed to be the sound for that particular group. They've all expanded outside of that, and so now the sound becomes identified with them versus them being excluded from a certain type of sound. So that's what I like.
For me, I would say, I already said Whitney Houston, she's just the ultimate. She is the voice. And then Aretha Franklin, Amy Winehouse is a very big influence for me, songwriting specifically. Sarah Vaughan, because I do love jazz. There's so many, I could just go on and on, but Shaka Khan is like one of my ultimate favorites.
I've been sitting still, no care, 'cause it's the only way to make this heartache go away.
I think the biggest thing for us was the message and what you're representing. A lot of organizations speak of being grassroots organization, and once I did some research, I feel like your dirt advocacy, you work from the dirt first, which is very important for us with the dirt advocacy that we do. and the type of people we want to help to amplify, the stories we want to help amplify, celebrating women and their stories, and gender non-conforming and non-binary individuals and trans identifying folks who don't get the position or the opportunity to have their stories seen or heard. So that is why I was very, very much a big champion for joining on to this.
I won't let my mind think about how the world kills women and how they throw us away and how the killers get away. This culture doubles as rape at the bottom of a liberal debate, at the bottom of a liberal debate.
I would say that it's amazing to have, musical alignment with event alignment. Many times you don't get places, we play at many places, but the meaning of the venue or the event doesn't always align with what we do. So this is kind of not once in a lifetime, like a real blue moon where we can come together for a moment where what we speak is in harmony with why we're here.
We gon' take this time out to tell you of my sisters and me, the women that disappear, be the light of community, providers and strivers and thrivers, and we are the light. We are the light. We are the light. We are the light.
For me, freedom is options, having the option to do what you want to do, and then of course you're held responsible for your decisions, but you have the freedom to make those mistakes or to make those successes, and that's my definition.
Freedom for me is love. Loving myself through the experiences, loving myself through the experiences that always don't work out the way that I see them working out. The freedom to love who I want to love during the process. Yeah.
I'd say a mixture of everything that everyone said, like love and trust, and loving yourself enough to like be authentic with those around you, and then trusting, in this case, my bandmates, just to like honor my contributions and contribute to the whole, because we're all just like very different people, but we communicate the same kind of struggles.
Yes.
So it's very important to have that love and trust.
Well, I was gonna say love is empathy. So understanding your weight with somebody else and your weight with them and then themselves.
Love is a spectrum.
Love is a spectrum.
Love is a spectrum.
Like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.